a recap of my day's purchases. Went on a big thrifting and vintage haul trip, and that'll probably be the title of the video. Yeah. So I have some really cool stuff to show y'all in no particular order, from I think it was 8 or 10 stores I've been to today. So yeah, I had a pretty good shopping day. So yeah, without further ado, let's fire away. First store I went to was an independent toy store called Big Blue Whale Toys and Curiosities. And while there, I had a lot of fun shooting the breeze with the salespeople about Stife. They're a big retailer of Stife toys, which is a deluxe, very high-end toy brand from Germany. I didn't get a Stife toy. I don't have that kind of money right now. I got an authentic hand-painted Breyer Horse. This is an American quarter horse to a 1/32 scale, which is of course why I bought it, because I am obsessed with scale. This was only $5. Basically, it was an excuse to talk to the sales clerk and talk to them about what kind of products Stife has and what kind of animals they're releasing in the next few years. And she showed me they had some gophers, some hedgehogs, some donkeys, really beautiful work. And, you know, in addition to the normal teddy bears and stuff. So I'll definitely be back there because, you know, every time you shop independent, you know, you're helping a family. And every time you shop at a big box store, you're indirectly helping people, but you're not, you know, buying a pair of shoes for somebody. I mean, for $5, you're not buying anyone's shoes, but the point stands. So yeah, let's get this out of the package. I do love me some 1/32 scale. So this is an American quarter horse mare, and she's absolutely gorgeous. She's sort of this dapple roan color. Just beautiful. She's got socks, and on her belly is printed copyright Breyer Reeves. And the detail is fantastic. The paint job is gorgeous. They aren't kidding when they say hand-painted. This is a little work of art. The plastic is a little less expensive than I expected from a toy of this quality. The paint is like a $30 horse, but the plastic is the $5 I paid, honestly. But I still love it. Even the hooves are detailed. So this is gonna absolutely be something I play with for a long time. You can see, she's fat and healthy. Absolutely gorgeous. She's got a little pink muzzle. You can barely see it. Yeah, you can sort of see it. Yeah, so that's a great purchase. I'm really gonna enjoy playing with her. And on to the next. So, one of the coolest places I went today was a place called Replay Games. It's another independent company. It's an independent video game store. They sell old games, new games, and pre-makes or remakes, or whatever you want to call them, demakes, where, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis cartridges of newer games or brand new games, or remakes, so someone can play. Always good form to hit your microphone. Remakes so somebody can play a game that would be too expensive otherwise. So I was very happy to pick up an original cartridge, not a remake, of Ultraman for $5, $4.95. Now, as many of you know, I love Tokusatsu. Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, Power Rangers. Ultraman is absolutely part of that same series, even though it doesn't air in superhero time. I'm getting into it. It's a little less accessible. It's a little less westernized than Kamen Rider or especially Super Sentai, but it's very much the same. A really cool fighting team that fights monsters in costumes. And I'm really excited to have this game and to play it eventually. So yeah, that was a really great find and a great deal. And the other thing I got was something I've been looking for a long time, for about a year actually. It is the Marth amiibo. Now, this was $15, so for those of you who know amiibos, Marth can run, $30 to $40. And unfortunately I am going to take him out of the package because I will be playing with him. But of course, that means I can't resell him, which is okay. If I'm going to resell a Marth, it's not going to be this one. But I love me some Marth. Marth is actually the character I've mained in Brawl and Smash 4. Although, if I could find a Lucina amiibo, I'd be even more excited. Because, I like to play female characters. But, like all amiibos, the paint is awesome. Hit my microphone again, I'm so sorry if you're on headphones. But like all amiibos, the paint is great. The plastic is sort of a softer vinyl or rubber. Standard amiibo base for the electronics. And he's got a really cool coat of arms on his cape that I never noticed in-game. And even the detail under his cape, which you're not supposed to be able to see, is great. There's detail on his scabbard. The paint job is just fantastic. There's detail on the rolls on top of his boots. This is a beautiful figure. In addition to, you can also, if you don't know what amiibos are, welcome to the planet Earth. Sorry, that was a little too sassy. If you don't know what amiibos are, welcome to my channel. Let me guide you. If you don't know what amiibos are, they do connect with your Wii U to enhance your gameplay, store your statistics, basically make you feel like you have the character from the game, and then you can use them in order to play the characters that they represent. So it's a really cool idea. It allows you to literally do what you imaginatively did as a child. So, this is great. I don't collect amiibos the way people do, obviously I took it out of the package, but I love to have amiibos of the characters I like, so that I can, have a more realistic, more fun playing experience. And so I'm really happy to have Marth. Finally! You don't know how hard I've looked for Marth. I've seen Marth, but not at a price I felt like I could afford. Not for under $20. Next, I went to a budget thrift store called Sand Dollar that I originally found because a review in Foursquare called Goodwill expensive. The idea of Goodwill as expensive, due to my, relative economic comfort and white privilege, the idea that Goodwill could be expensive wasn't something I'd thought of. But, then I went to Sand Dollar and I found it to be true, because everything at Sand Dollar is so cheap. So, I got 2 Hot Wheels cars, or if not Hot Wheels cars, then a similar 1/64th scale, although I'm looking at this right now, and I'm seeing this is 1/69th scale, and it's written on the bottom, so I'm really glad to know that, because otherwise I would have been playing with this with the wrong toys. It's a Honda Ridgeline. It actually has Honda Ridgeline printed on the side, and it's a 4x4, and it has some little camping supplies in the back seat. So I loved this. This was, I think 30 cents. And then, from Maisto, a Lamborghini Aventador, also 30 cents. I have been really fond of these little cheap Maisto models. These have been 75 cents at my local H-E-B grocery store, and I'm getting a little collection of them. So for 30 cents, you know, for less than half the price, I am really happy to see one and snatch it up. These two were 60 cents, and they are the McDonald's line Madame Alexander, Wicked Witch of the West, and Scarecrow. He has diploma written on his hem there. And these are toys I've been looking for a while, because no McDonald's I looked for these at in 2008 had them, so I'm really glad to see them again years later. I did get another car. It was a Porsche Cayman S. Pretty cool. This one doesn't even have a brand written on it, so I assume it's some sort of drugstore brand or something, but it's still cool. At least it had the name of the car written on it. And then I got Wacko. Oh no, I thought they were Wacko and Yakko, but it's actually just one figure. But so I'll sell one for 30 cents each. The Animaniacs. They're Animaniacs. Please don't sue me. I know that was copyrighted. It was just 5 notes. Doesn't it have to be 8 notes to be copyrighted? Right? I think I read that once in a review of Wicked. If not, please don't sue me. Steven Spielberg, please. I love your cartoons. Steven Spielberg needs to go back to making cartoons, because he made some of the best cartoons I have ever seen, and then stopped. Like, I get it that you're making Jurassic World and Lincoln, but can you please make me some Freakazoid and some Animaniacs and some Pinky and the Brain? Yeah. Moving right along. So I did stop by an estate sale. Actually, by stop by, I mean I followed many layers of signs and turns, twists and turns, and ended up in the oubliette, as you do in a labyrinth. And finally found an estate sale. And the person whose estate it was a collector of postcards. Which I don't collect postcards anymore, but I did as a kid. So I'm always really excited to see postcards. And to start with, I have a pre-zip code, pre-area code. No, area code is written separately. A pre-zip code picture of a Holiday Inn in Austin. Now what's funny is I've stayed in this Holiday Inn, I've been there, and I did not know it was that old. Because look at this, I mean, look how old it is. I had no idea. You know, I thought this looked very 70s or 80s, but apparently it's much older than that. So yeah, very happy to have this. The next thing is a street scene in Old Town Santa Fe, New Mexico, which I thought was absolutely gorgeous. It's actually been written on. There's a whole letter on there, and it is postmarked August 20th in the AM, 1934. So I was very happy to pick that up because it's older. This is gorgeous. It's a... You know what? I thought it was Paris, but now I realize it's Versailles. It is a postcard book of Versailles. Each of these postcards were $2. This was $10. So, Fontainebleau. Kidding. Fontainebleau. Just kidding. I don't speak French. Versailles. Or it says Panorama. Façade principale. La Chapelle. The chapel. Salon d'abdication. I don't know what that means. Room of something. Chambre de Napoléon Première, I guess. I don't really speak French. I'm sort of making this up as I go along. That's not true. I had 3 semesters of French, so I don't speak French, but I know a little. Salle du Conseil. That is really beautiful. That's my favorite of the set. Salle du Trône. That should be easy to translate for all you English speakers out there. Boudoir de Marie Antoinette. That should be very easy to translate, as those are all words we use in English. Chambre de la Reine. I think that means the chamber of the Queen. Salon de Musique. Beautiful music room. Galerie de Diane. Salon Louis, however you say 18th, it's the 13th. Galerie Henri Deuxième. Galerie François Premier. Vestibule des appartements du pape. Wow. So, if I understand that right, the Pope had apartments at Versailles. I did not know that. Or I could be deadly wrong. Appartement du pape, chambre à coucher. I'm hoping someone who speaks French can translate all this for everybody. Appartement du pape, salon de réception. Salon des Fastes, and I see a bust of Athena in there, which is a really cool detail. Galerie des Cerfs. I don't know what that means. I actually don't even have an idea what that means, but it's very pretty. Cour des Fontaines, and then there's like a sentence in French. Vue d'ensemble sur l'ancienne comédie et pavillon de l'empereur Napoléon Ier. Les temps au carpe, l'allée du Sully. Really hope any of that made sense to somebody. Oh, it's upside down. Pavillon maintenant au port doré. This is a really pretty door. That's the only word I understood was port. Port. It's really hard to speak French. I don't speak French. Corps ovale, ensemble sur le baptistère. And let's see, there's 2 more. Ensemble sur la porte dorée, la galerie Henri X, la chapelle Saint-Saturnin et le baptistère. And last but not least, le Grand Canal. And then there's a list of books in the same edition, and the editor, A. Bourdieu, Versailles. It says all rights reserved. So I might have just violated somebody's copyright from many years ago. Then I went to Goodwill, and what I got at Goodwill, taking the price tag off here, is unfortunately an undated Bumblebee from Transformers. If anybody knows what series he's from, please let me know. I think he's from the mid-2000s, if I had to guess. It's got a lot of really good detail, shiny paint, and actually a little bit, I thought he was a statue, but there's a little bit of articulation in his legs and arms. His head does not move. So Bumblebee is my favorite Transformer, so I'm actually really happy to get that. And this was $1.99. And yeah, I'm probably going to take a Gundam marker to him, because there's a lot of detail you can't really see in all that blackness, that if I had a silver Gundam marker, I could just rub it over and then get some of that detail out. But yeah, this is really pretty. It'll look good on a desk or something. So that's a really good pickup. Moving right along. Then I went to a store called Insomnia, and at Insomnia, they had a Seijin, which is an alien, Prote, from Ultraman, which looks like one of the Sofubi vinyl figures, but it's actually of a much cheaper plastic. And I think that's because it's older than the current line of Sofubi figures. This is from 2000. It's from Ultraman 7. 7X, I think it's called, actually. And then they sent me home, because I made a purchase, they gave me a free magazine called Clutter Magazine. Like toys, love clutter, which is really accurate to anyone who's seen my room. And it's all about toys and vinyl figures and collectibles coming out soon, and reviews, which I'm really excited about. They said it was free with purchase, so really cool. Really excited to read all this. And I mean, on the back, there's freaking, I forget which one he is, Bebop or Rocksteady, the Ninja Turtles bad guy who's a rhino and not a pig. That's so cool. I think he's Rocksteady. That is so cool. Like, yeah. And the other cool thing is that he told me that down the street, around the block, something like that, there was a record store that sold Sofubis. I love Sofubis. My Sofubi collection is right over there. I have a lot of them. I love them. I collect them. They're like my favorite piece of tokusatsu merchandise. And they had a ton at this record store that the guy sent me to. So I only got 3 because, you know, I am on a budget. And that budget is I just graduated college and I have no money. And I got two from Ryuki and 1 from Kabuto. Now Ryuki is my favorite Kamen Rider series, and I don't have any, until this moment, I did not have any of the 6-inch Sofubis. I had 1 of the 4-inch. And so I am really excited to get these. And then Kabuto, I've heard nothing but good things, and I've never watched an episode. So now I have a good reason to, because see, he's a rhinoceros beetle. If I'm wrong, and this is not Kabuto, please let me know, because that would be really embarrassing. Alright. Moving right along. This is the last store I went to. Went to a place called Geek Life. And Geek Life is not much of a store. It's, well, that's not fair. It was a good store, but mostly it's a place for people to gather around and play Catan and other geeky board games, card games, paint Warhammer, that kind of stuff. They had model paints and glue. You know, it was a really great store. So I will definitely come back there, maybe for some events. But I had to get something. And what I found there was really fantastic. It's these creo army builder packs from Dungeons and Dragons. Blind boxes. And you know how much I love blind bags. These were very cheap. And it comes with 1 figure and 1 card per box, per bag. So I'm going to open these up for you. And So there's a checklist. I got the Orc Fighter card. I assume I got the same piece. Comes with a save $3 coupon. And I did get... No, wait, maybe I didn't. What did I get? I don't know what I got. I think this is the Orc Fighter, maybe. No. Wait, yes. I did get the Orc Fighter. So I won't put him together right now, just because he comes in a lot more pieces than your standard blind bag buildable. But, that's really cool. I really like that, and I am going to put that together. I like Creo actually better than Mega Bloks or Legos. I have a Creo Army Man sitting right next to my chair right now. So I am really excited to have these. I didn't know Creo even did a blind bag. So let's see what our next one is. Ooh, our next one is the guy with the horns. So he's definitely not the one from the card. The card says Orc Beastmaster. But I can see he has horns. So he is... Wait, maybe he is the Orc... He is the Orc Beastmaster. Okay. That's embarrassing. He is the Orc Beastmaster. And our last one here is the Orc Axeman. So we got 3 different orcs. We didn't get any doubles. And I'm going to put these together because why not? So it comes with a standard head and feet. I mean, head and feet. Torso and legs, like you would expect from a Lego. And the head goes right on. And he goes on a little stand. So before I put any of the weapons together, you can see he's really pretty imposing. He has the helmet on his head. I don't know what this is for. Oh, okay. So you put them on the green if you want to display them, and on the... Let's see. There you go. And he comes with 2 different axes. A sort of a battle axe and a hatchet. And here is the Orc Axeman. Very neat. Let's put the Beastmaster together. Ooh, the Beastmaster actually comes with a beast to master. And actually his costume is completely different from the others. He has armor and red pants, whereas the other one has leather armor and red leather pants. So that's really cool. Oh no. One of the horns that's supposed to go in the helmet in the weapon is stuck in the brick. So that's cool. Love that. So I'll put the remaining horn here in the staff. And look, he comes with a two-piece wolfie with red eyes. Extremely cool. Now, unfortunately, he doesn't stay on the stand, which is really an oversight in my opinion. That's really a shame. He can either have his own stand or no stand. Well, let's see. I don't know. I think that was a poor decision, honestly. Here's what I can do. I can have the wolf on the green stand, maybe. Yeah. So the wolf is on the green stand. And the Beastmaster, who failed to master his beast, apparently, is on the black stand. There we go, got the horn out. Here's the Beastmaster. Pretty cool. And then the last one here is the Orc Fighter. And I am not going to be putting the Orc Fighter together because I opened the bag and all the pieces flew everywhere. So we'll put together what we can. Oh wait, here we go. I found his legs. Looks like we lost his legs and his helmet. But we're all back together. Alright. So his armor is very different from the other two, in that his armor, his top is black with chainmail, and the bottom is brown leather. So that's a really cool combination. Put his head on. And all three have extremely different facial expressions. And he has armor. So take the head off, put the armor on over the body, and then, how does this work? And then look up in the booklet how to put it together, because I have no idea. Orc Fighter, there he is. Oh, cool. He has two of these. I don't know where the other one is. It must have flown away. But somewhere on this floor there's another. He has pieces that fit onto his armor. Onto his shoulders. Well, that's cool. I'll do that later, since I don't even have it. And I'll put his axe together later as well, but here is our fighter. I can put it together now, it's not that hard. No, it is hard. How does this work? Ah, like this. Now the halberd goes in his hand, and ta-da! We have the whole set together. So here's the Axeman, the Beastmaster, and the fighter, other way around. And here is the wolf. So that's that. That's the end of my spiel here. The only other thing is, on the way back, or on the way out there, I went to McDonald's, and I got a Happy Meal, child's meal, just to get the toy. And the toy was Peanuts movie, and I got Linus and his blankie. And when you pull the blankie out, hit my mic again, pull the blankie out, it comes back to him. That's too cute. And there's a coupon here for $5 off Snoopy's Grand Adventure, the game. So yeah, that's cool. That was some fun stuff. So, yeah, I think my favorite thing I picked up was the Ryuki. That was my mom sneezing. And until next time, please keep watching, and like, comment, subscribe, tell me everything, and comment whatever you want to say, but please do comment. And thank you for watching. Until next time, stay beautiful.